Okay, everyone, take your stands. I'll assume you don't need another explanation, so let's begin the second class trial.
Cedar's dead because of someone here. This is sick. He never did anything to any of you.
You'll solve the case. Don't panic. Why don't we start at the crime scene, like last time?
It was in the garden closet. The killer used the rope to kill him. He was hung from the ceiling tile.
That rope came from the gym, didn't it?
Yes, there was a rope in the gym closet.
Not many people spent time down that hallway, so I doubt someone saw it take place.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Did anyone notice when it went missing?
I didn't know it was missing until we found Cedar.
Was it a suicide? That's what it looked like. What if the culprit is Cedar?
No, he wouldn't do that. Someone killed him and set it up like he did.
Unlike last time, suicides have the ability to stop the motive. A possibility we should consider. Unless there is evidence against it, Reed. You can't merely say he wouldn't do that.
I can see your point. But why would he leave so much evidence behind if it was simply a suicide? If he really wanted to, Cedar could have hid without leaving much of a trace.
Yeah, that's true. And we have undeniable evidence that a third party was involved. There was a blow to Cedar's head. He couldn't have done that himself.
There was...
I do remember you telling me that you found it during the investigation. But I didn't touch the body to know for myself.
Really? I didn't know.
Someone else was involved. This being a suicide and nothing more is implausible.
I see.
If it wasn't a suicide, that makes it likely for him to have been strangled with a rope.
Wait, what about the injury on his head? You left that out. Oh, they hit him so Cedar wouldn't resist, then they strangled him. That makes sense.
Oh, yes. That's what I was thinking. Afterwards, they made it look like a suicide.
Cedar being rendered unconscious is certainly possible. But I believe the cause of death being hanging is still not out of the question.
It's basically the same thing. How is this going to help?
You think he was put in a noose once unconscious? That also could be it.
There must be evidence to differentiate it, but this won't go anywhere.
I'd assume there is, but I have no knowledge in that area. Lilium, maybe you've had to tell the difference as a detective before.
I've never done it before, but I could try.
Actually, I know a little bit about injuries and stuff. I'm certified in CPR and first aid, just so you know.
Well, what did you find on the body?
The only injuries on him were on his neck and on his head.
Yes, but specifically, what did they look like?
I didn't notice the one on his head because his hair was in the way, but his neck was all red.
I recall the mark on his neck being in a V shape following the ligature.
By a V-shape, do you mean?
Vertical, yes. Would that disprove him being strangled, or am I mistaken?
No, you're correct. The injury would be where the rope is, because, the rope is what's causing it.
And he was hung. Since the hanging rope is vertical, it would leave a vertical mark. If he was strangled, the rope would be horizontal.
That's up and down, right?
Is it the straight one?
What?
What the hell do you mean straight? Both horizontal and vertical are straight. Use your brain.
Vertical means it's an up and down line.
Oh, thanks.
Well, Aspen got it right.
The culprit used blunt force to knock Cedar unconscious, then kill him by putting him in the noose.
Great. Now can we move on?
Talking about small details doesn't hurt. Clover mentioned that, remember?
We all die if we mess up. So, it's better to be careful. But, yes, we can.
That was all you found on his neck, though? I thought there would have been bruises, too.
I didn't think to look for them. Reed's memory could be trusted more than mine.
I didn't look at the body.
That's right. He stepped out when we found the body.
Reed has feelings. I know, unheard of.
That's not what they meant. We've been on edge since. There were... And that's important. Huh? If there were no bruises, that means the blood flow had already stopped when he was hung.
The rope wasn't the murder weapon at all?
Under weight like that, a bruise would have formed. But he wasn't alive.
Yeah, Sage is right. After death, bruises don't appear. He died before he was hung. He didn't die from being strangled or from hanging.
The head injury was the true cause of death.
In other words, he was killed by a blunt object and the crime scene was altered for confusion. We're fortunate Sage brought this up.
I've been saying that the culprit changed the crime scene from the start.
Wouldn't there be bloodstains from that? From the injury on his head? I didn't see any blood at the crime scene.
Do you remember the strong smell of bleach?
Yuck! How could I forget?
The culprit used the bleach to clean the blood off the floor.
That would explain why it was there, even though the amount they used was a bit much.
Bit? The bottle was almost empty. I don't think what we've come up with is wrong, but you're missing the most important part. The murder weapon. You're right. I didn't see anything bloody.
I believe the object would have been cleaned along with the floor. We're looking for something that reeked of bleach, not something coated in blood.
One of the gardening tools. Probably.
Nothing in there had been cleaned. Think before you speak, please.
People don't like you as much as you think they do.
That's not very relevant, right? I don't remember anything else smelling like that during my investigation.
Me neither. I looked all over the garden closet.
Well, the culprit must have used something.
It's like it just vanished, unless it was hidden somewhere no one looked.
Vanished? That can't be possible. Surely.
That's because it was the bleach bottle itself.
A bottle of bleach would smell like bleach.
No wonder nothing stuck out to any of us. It was hidden in plain sight.
Oh, I knew that. Come on, guys, keep up.
I don't think you did.
What?
Oh, when it was full, the bottle was super heavy. That could kill somebody. What a sneaky killer.
Certainly.
It was found in the garden closet, is that right?
Yeah, it was.
Is that suspicious to you, Willow?
I guess. I wouldn't say suspicious, but it's not normal. Bleach isn't stored in that closet.
It's not? Where did it come from?
The upstairs closet.
Oh, that would just mean they carried it downstairs.
And they did so without being seen a single time?
It does seem unlikely, but possible.
No one saw them carrying it, right? So obviously they did it without being seen.
I wasn't asking. I was implying that it wasn't plausible.
No, I think Bud could have been right. Or it Makes sense to me at least. It would just need lucky timing.
With the information we have, there's no way to prove or disprove it.
Wait, I just thought of something. Wouldn't it be hard to swing that huge bottle at someone? Oh, I thought it would be more related, but why do you think that? It would be heavy. Just picking the bottle up would be easy, but swinging it fast enough to kill wouldn't be...
Things like water do get heavy pretty quickly.
You be quiet.
What? I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, keep talking then.
We already had conversation about how the bleach bottle was the only thing that could have killed him.
There must be a way they used it without swinging it themselves.
They tied the rope to the bottle and hung it from the ceiling. Then, they swung the rope.
Oh, that's creative. Cedar stepped in and they swung the rope as hard as they could.
And Cedar just stood there and waited while the culprit aimed that thing.
That and the injury was on the back of the head.
He waited until he was fully in the room, then swung it.
There wasn't a way to get in. When I checked this afternoon, the door to the closet was stuck.
If the door wasn't able to be opened, both Cedar and his killer were inside before it was locked.
Yes, I said that. Cedar was full in the room when the killer used it.
Aspen told me he couldn't open the door this morning either.
Apologies. I did forget to repeat that to everyone else. It appears to have been locked all morning.
But he died at, like, 2 p.m. What were they doing that whole time while it was locked? 4 hours and 7. He's gone lost.
Well, I opened it without a problem.
You did? When?
Late morning. Somewhere around 11 a.m. or 12 a.m., I think.
12 a.m. is midnight, I believe.
I meant noon. Whichever it is.
There's a lot to keep track of. When was it locked? And when was it unlocked?
Like after the morning announcement, Aspen found it locked. Then after breakfast, Sage found it unlocked. Then in the afternoon, Willow found it locked. Then Willow and Sage found it unlocked.
Okay, I'm following.
The upstairs closet was stuck and forced open. The garden one was probably just stuck too, not locked.
The culprit used an object to jam it then.
Yes, I think so too. If it was jammed, it could be forced open. Like Reed said, there's no way the doors being stuck was a coincidence.
Once inside, the jam could have been reset like it never opened.
Do we know what they used to jam the door? The doorknobs are circles, so they couldn't have pushed a chair under the doorknob to stop it from turning.
Well, we didn't find a chair at the crime scene. I don't think they used one either way.
Believe it or not, they can be moved.
There were 2 doors in each closet and we found 2 door stops. It's not that hard.
Your comments are only making this more difficult. The information is all we need from you.
Did you forget we're sending a killer to their death? My bad if I don't want to hold hands and everything.
Just ignore it, Aspen. But he's right. The door stops could have jammed the door since they opened inwards.
They just need to stick them underneath, and it'd stop the doors from moving.
But that's impossible. They wouldn't have been able to do that.
Why not?
They wouldn't be able to leave if they jammed both doors from the inside.
Ah, true. And after they left the room, they couldn't have jammed it from the outside.
Yeah, they somehow jammed both closets.
Locked room mystery. Like there wasn't a whole chapter of them in a certain detective game.
There must have been a way for them to do that.
But there wasn't any other connection to the room.
What's wrong?
Oh? What way could there be? Both exits were blocked.
Yes, they were, but both closets had a vent. And when I looked at it, the cover seemed loose. It was loose? Someone had to have messed with it.
The vent was a bit small for any of us to fit through. I mean, Maybe Marigold or Reed, since they're little.
Oh, definitely not. But they can reach their arms through the vent.
You can reach the upstairs closet from the garden closet?
You certainly could. If you overlap the two maps, those closets line up perfectly. That vent connects the two rooms.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Vernon, you said that I could have gone through, but nobody is tall enough to reach that.
Oh, that's easy. They probably climbed the shelf like a ladder. I do that at the grocery store. I did that once as a kid, but the shelf fell on me.
That's great, sweetie. They climbed up the shelf and reached through the vent to place the doorstops.
The doors would be close enough for the theory to work.
So, we're right.
One of them would be, but the other is practically across the room from the vent, far beyond arm's reach.
Are you... Oh, you weren't there.
Was there, a tool to help them move it?
We found something in the upstairs closet that could have reached the door.
And that is...
These sticks taped together.
sticks?
It was the handles to the decapitated rakes.
If they had such an object, they could have used it to push the door stop.
They did have such an object. William saw it too.
I did. They reached through the vent and held a stick. They would have gone all the way to the door.
That sounds about right to me.
Sage, Willow, you were the closest to the murder.
What? Why me? I brought Cedar leftovers from breakfast, but he didn't even answer his door. I never even saw him.
Can anyone prove that?
Yeah, but Willow would have seen me. She was in the classroom.
I'm not able to get a view of the garden closet from the classroom. I didn't witness anything.
Maybe, but, if I walked by, she would have seen that.
I'm sorry, Sage. I had the door closed. I wasn't paying attention to anyone walking past.
Wait, Willow? I was cleaning in the kitchen when Willow came to get me. That's where she found me. I couldn't have known what time to be back by.
What about her? No one can prove she was ever in the classroom.
It wasn't me. Vernon would have seen me get the bleach. He was cleaning.
Maybe. I was really only in the science lab while cleaning though.
Willow, could she really have done it?
I haven't killed anyone.
I will not be convinced Willow committed this murder until I see some conclusive evidence.
But there's nothing that proves it wasn't, Bum.
I think I have evidence.
What?
They were the ones that set up the body discovery announcement, right?
Oh, why didn't I think of that? We were!
If one of them was the culprit, the announcement wouldn't have gone off.
Oh.
The killer wasn't me or Sage. It must be someone that was upstairs.
How'd they even do that? We were all far away from the crime scene.
Honestly, I wish I knew.
May I recommend the motive as a point of interest?
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Reed, would you be okay with this? You were against it a few days ago, but understand that this will help solve Cedar's murder.
Do what you want. No one told me their secret anyway.
There are 3 people who didn't draw a checkmark on the paper.
I was one of them. I told Lilium my secret shortly before we found the body.
Yeah, that's right. He told me earlier today.
Who are the other 2 people?
It was me. My person was Sage. I was planning on telling him today, but we found Cedar.
Is there any particular reason why you chose to wait?
Procrastination. Who's the last person? Is no one gonna say anything?
Could the one who is yet to share their secret be Cedar himself?
It could be.
If we need to, we can go over who shared with who. If we catch someone not speaking up, they could be our culprit.
I had Sage.
Person I told. Marigold. It was Marigold.
Sage told me. I had Vernon.
I told Willow.
I had to tell Cedar.
I don't know who had me, but I had Aspen.
As I've mentioned, I told Lilium.
Aspen was right. Cedar was the other person who didn't tell their secret. Cedar had you, Reed.
With the information gained from the motive, my suspicions are on Reed and Lilium.
What? I was with you the whole time.
You were cut from the broken beakers. Or could that be because you were the one who broke them?
You were with her, weren't you? You would have seen her do it.
The lights were off when it happened. It was far too dark.
But what even happened?
Me and Aspen heard a crash from the science lab, so we went to look. When we got there, the lights weren't working.
We heard a second crash alongside. Once Q turned on the lights, William had been cut on the glass.
That happening on the day of the murder. It has to be connected.
It's too much of a coincidence not to be.
She could have caused the second crash right in front of you because you couldn't see each other.
And the first crash, too? She was with Aspen when that one happened.
She said something that would make the beakers fall and break, so she didn't have to be there to do it.
They were on the lab tables, not on the floor. They didn't fall from anywhere.
I think the point is that she didn't have to be there to break it.
I was with Aspen during the time Cedar died. Even if I broke them, I couldn't have killed him.
And you weren't separated at all?
No. Even when we couldn't see each other, we could hear each other's voices.
That's true. We only have one piece of potential evidence against her. The rest doesn't really match.
Very well. I can confirm that we were together during the time of the murder.
Aspen or myself couldn't have done it.
Then, what about the other suspect, Aspen said?
Reed. The victim was supposed to disclose his secret to him.
What if Cedar did tell Reed? But whatever he said made Reed kill him.
Nothing he could say would make me kill him.
You were quick to accuse me and Willow earlier.
Explain it. Tell me how I killed him and made it to the upstairs classroom with Marigold. In detail.
Yeah, Reed was with me for most of the time. He did leave for a little, but I don't know.
How long was he gone?
Only a few minutes.
How am I supposed to commit a murder in a few minutes?
Are you sure? Could you be misremembering?
I am sure, Willow. I waited there for him. He didn't take long.
I say we don't completely disregard that window of time just yet.
If they're telling the truth, Vernon is the only one left that could have done it.
What reason do I have to kill Cedar? I told you my secret. I don't have anything to hide.
Well, yes, you did.
Perhaps you thought the last few people wouldn't share theirs. So you did it to avoid your secret from being told to everyone.
I wouldn't mind if everyone knew. I can read it out now if you want.
You don't have to do that.
It's not a big deal. Besides, but you basically already know it.
I do? But you were cleaning the glass in the science room, though. Reed and Marigold would have seen him if you left to murder. We didn't see him pass by the classroom. He kept the door open.
Ah, that's right. They would have seen me if I left, but I was cleaning the whole time.
So, that can prove Vernon's whereabouts.
Vernon never left the science lab. Lilium and Aspen were together the whole time. Marigold and Reed were only separated for a few minutes. Someone is lying.
Did Marigold secretly leave while Reed was gone?
No! I stayed in the classroom. He only left for a little. Neither of us could have killed him so quickly.
If that possibility is true, Marigold would have an excuse to lie about how long they weren't together.
I didn't think about that. No one can confirm that Marigold really stayed there.